Are you looking for a free way to scrape or perform website automation? Let's discover Browserless, a free open source platform to run scripts for extracting data from websites, generating screenshots and PDFs, or automating website navigation effortlessly. Before exploring Browserless, let's see the different options to start using it. You can create your account on their cloud version with a 7-day free trial and the first plan starting at $200 a month. You can self-deploy it by following their installation guide in the documentation, or you can use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy the self-hosted version on your server or the cloud provider of your choice, while we take care of the installation, backups, updates and maintenance for you. To start using Browserless on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Deploy my first service, then search for Browserless and select. Choose between the different cloud providers, or if you have already an existing server, you can select the last option, bring your own server. For this video, I will choose Hetzner, then adjust your region, service plan based on your needs, and then next. Then you can configure more advanced settings, choose between the different level of support. The first one is included, and once you are ready, hit the Create Service button. When the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your Browserless instance is ready. Follow the click here to get the password link. You will arrive on Elestio administration dashboard to gain access to your Browserless instance. Let's follow the admin UI link as it already contains the token to be authenticated. So let's follow it. We arrive on this interface of Browserless, but mainly it's to test your scripts because I think most of the time you will use it through API and not directly through the UI. So you have this space where you can test your scripts and it has this nice code sandbox interface. By default, you have those 4 scripts doing actions that you could perform through API. So it's a good getting started guide. Let's have a look at the first one. If we look at it, you can see it's a script. What it's going to try to do is using Puppet here. It will try to go to Google, then inside a text area, it will type browserless.io. Then it will try to hit the enter key. It will wait, and then it will extract all the links that it will find. Then it will log what it found. So let's try to run it. Here it is. We have this white screen. But the issue we have when it starts is, maybe when they made the example, it wasn't the case, but it's asking us to accept some conditions which will kill the script. So it won't be able to go to the second step to type into a text area because I'm sure they were targeting what is behind here, the search bar. As this first example is broken, let's try to write our own. To do so, you can have a look at the documentation. Currently, the version that we host is the version 1. I'm not sure, but maybe the version 2 is in beta, but you can switch between version 1 and version 2 here, depending on the installation that you chose before. So what we can see from the documentation, I guess it's common between version 1 and version 2. You can adjust the library you use. The example we were using are using Puppeteer, but you can switch to Playwright, and then you have the choice between Selenium or WebDriver. We will keep with Puppeteer as it's written like that. And this is the guide to install it. But for us, we know it's working and it's installed. So we have this example, but what we are really looking for is to write some Puppeteer script. And to do so, you just have to dive into the Puppeteer documentation, have a look at all the different commands available and run it into your script. Okay, so let's adjust our script. Instead of going to Google, we can go to elest.io. We will get rid of most of the things and we will just try to extract the link in the page. So we can get rid of the selector of the box with the ID search. And we just target all the links A. This example is even more simple, even if we don't perform a lot of action, but it should be good to give it a try. So let's press the play button. Okay, now it's starting to load our page. Once loaded, it will try to select all the different links. And because it's doing a console.table, we should be able to see all the links inside the console. And here it is. You can see that we have an array of 268 items, which for the first ones, these are the buttons for the navigation to go into domain, CI/CD, pricing, and so on. Then the different open source software categories. And then it's our catalog of open source software. Now let's look at the second example, the scrape. For this one, the behavior is pretty similar. The difference is that it will return a JSON file. So instead of a console log, it will download the file. Let's try it. It opened the Y Combinator website and it downloaded a JSON file containing the link. Let's open it. And this is what we get. The title of the link. The first one is empty, but all the other contain the title of the different articles. And then the link it redirects to. Currently, it's only scraping the title and the link, but you could go further. For example, the images, more data like the description, save it into a database and create a blog based on content you scrape online. Then the third example is how to take a PDF from a web page. This example is a bit more interesting because what they do is they go to the React API page, then they select all the article, and then they get some CSS from another website to generate a final beautiful PDF file. So before running it, let's open the page to see what it looks like. So we'll be able to compare it. This is an outdated version of the React documentation, but still it was good looking and it's useful information. Not a problem for this video, but you can see that we have the menu bar here on the top or the sidebar on the right. Things that we won't want inside our PDF file. That's why they are only targeting the article HTML tags and then do their PDF generation. Okay, let's try to run it. You can see here on the top right that it's loading the page. It's not a big issue that it's in a small size. And then it downloaded a PDF. Let's open it. And here is what we have. It generated this documentation type of file from the website. Of course, it could be more rebranded, but the final result is pretty convincing. It's a great solution to generate PDF from web pages. Then we have the final example is how to take a screenshot of a page. Not very interesting because we just did a PDF and screenshot is the same and even more simple. What is more interesting is that currently we are using this UI, but the real way of using Browserless is to use it through the API. To learn how to do it, you can open the documentation, or if you decided to install it with Elestio, we provide a few examples inside the email that is sent when your instance is ready and useful links to the documentation. So which example could we try? Let's say the PDF one. Let's copy it. Then people will hate me because I'm in light mode, but sorry. Then we paste it and we have a few things to adjust. So we have click here to get the password that we need to replace with our token. So let's do it. We erase it. We can copy it from here. We paste it. We might need to add double quote. Then we can change the target URL. Maybe we will take ls.io again and let's hit enter. Because I took the example to download a PDF, I need to write -- output with curl. So let's hit up to rewrite the command. Output and type the file name you want. So ls.pdf. Enter. Now it's downloading the file. It's done. Let's see what we have. And we have our landing page downloaded as a PDF. You can see it includes some styling, some images. It's not perfect, but we can enhance it, as we have seen in the React example. But it's not something that we will do together today. To do it by yourself, you can have a look at the documentation. We have seen a few API, but know that many more exist that we haven't seen together. And even more if you remove my face hiding the list. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Browserless with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video available here.